second day at Pet Fair Asia 2020. So after Pet Food Trends yesterday, today we will be talking about manufacturing and brands in the Chinese pet industry. So of course for many years now China has been very important in manufacturing, OEM, etc. for the pet industry and accessories, etc. But in the past 3 or 4 years, the move toward brands and branding among Chinese companies is very clear. So this is what we're going to be seeing tomorrow. So let's go and have a look at these trends today. So here we are in one of the first hall of the exhibition. It's dedicated to e-commerce. So you can see a lot of major e-commerce companies, ePet, Bochi, who are doing a lot of business in China now. Of course, if you compare Western markets and China, somehow the proportion of sales are completely opposite. Where in best case scenario, reach 30% of online sales in Europe or in the US, that's the opposite in China. 70% of the sales is online. We will be moving in this hall around the day. So, except e-commerce, this first hall is also focusing on new tech. So there are lots of companies doing new products, smart products, with a focus on innovation, focus on connectivity with smartphone, because obviously in China everyone now has a smartphone in hand, and it's being used for way more than just placing calls. So major company that you can see, Tmall, a lot of foreigners now can see on the right side. Okay. Eleme, which is actually a food delivery company, but they are partnering with pet companies in China for home delivery in a quick way. So you order and then within half an hour you have your product at home. Here we will be checking some of the new products. So I will be talking with Petkit a bit later. Petkit is one of the leader in this new generation of Chinese brands, really focusing on high quality design and a lot of features. All right, I'm at the Petkit booth. I think Petkit is a very important company for the Chinese pet industry. Along with a few others, I think Petkit represents a turning point in the pet industry, in the sense that there is no more copycat. It's more about innovation and product packed with features, you know. So I'm with Martin here, who will be talking with us about the company.
Hello everyone, this is Martin from Petkit.
So I have 3 questions for you. Yeah. The first one would be to understand and tell our audience how did the company start a few years ago, and what are the key objectives and value of the company?
We started this company, before we started this company, that we raised our pets, and we found that in the market we don't have such kind of product to care about the pet owner and also take care of the pets. So then we ended up to set up this company that we aim to utilize the latest technology to satisfy the pet owner, and also to provide a better experience for the pets. And that's why we set up Petkit. And our key value proposition is to have a independent design and create and keep innovation.
Yeah. Okay. I think you're in a good position to tell us a bit more about how you see the consumer habits change in the past few years. What can you tell us about this?
I think in the past decades, the pet owners take more care about their pets' health and safety. So, maybe 10 years ago, we feed our pets with some food, some human food. Then we realize that we need to take better care of them, and also they have to drink fresh water. So that's why we invented our water fountain. So I think the trend is to spend more time and take much more care for the pets. Yeah, that's the trend, I think.
Thank you. One last question. I would like to know a bit more about Petkit because you're born and raised in China market, but I think very early you went for foreign and abroad markets.
Yeah, in China, I think we can probably say that we are the leading position in the pet supply market, and we reached about 3 or 4 years ago. We started to expand our business to the international market, and I think we got a very tremendous improvement in the last 2 years. Our business grows maybe about 350%. Almost 3.5 times than the last year. So I think the international market is much more bigger than our imagination. So we are investing more resource and put more effort on the international market.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you for your time. Okay, thank you.
I am now at the K1 booth, a company focusing on the design furniture from Shanghai, with Mr. Yu, the founder, and Bonnie, the export manager. Mr. Yu is quite busy and his English is not so great, so I will let him go back to work. All right, thank you. Let's focus on the interview with Bonnie.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, hi.
Bonnie.
Hi. Yeah.
So, on behalf of Mr. Yu, tell me more a bit the K1 story. Why this name, and what gave him the desire to start this business?
Okay, and K1. So here I have the box. K, it means stands for king, and 1 absolutely means number 1. So we want to be the top 1 in pet furniture area. And also you can see there is a little dot. It means a little bit more. We do more than others, and we care more about the pets, not only their skins, their bones, their sleeping, but also their feeding, their happiness. So this is what we thought. And Mr. Yu, he had 2 adopted dogs, and there are 4 cats. And after had his pets, he found there were not many products to meet his requirements, because he wants to be to treat his pets nicely and treat them just like as the member of the family. But the products on the market don't meet his requirements. So he established the K1 and they want to do more for pets. Yeah.
Okay, so indeed you focus mainly on premium products.
Yes.
I would like to know, because it's a market where there's a lot of competition, so how do you survive in a market where the race is actually to the bottom price?
Okay. Because Mr. Yu is a furniture designer for years, and so he is competent in animal engineering also. So he is not just design a piece of furniture for pet. He is keen to learn more about their behaviors and to focus on their happiness and their healthy. And so our products, we can make sure that the pet, they line on our products is not more comfortable, because we want to treat pets nicely, and we think they deserve to have their own sofa, own bed to sleeping on or to snuggle in, not just lie on the hard or the rough ground. So our products quality is promised. Yeah.
Okay. One last question. So that I'm asking almost every Chinese manufacturers and brand here. How was the part of export in your business compared to the Chinese local market, and what are your plans in the future for export?
Okay, and for long term, more than 60% will become from the export business, and so that's why we are keep looking for qualified dealers, and we think in few years later we want to make more and more countries believe that China can comes out and not only the good manufacturing, but also very premium product design also. Yeah.
Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Yeah.
Bye. Hello, Ming.
Hi, Yannick.
So we are at Petafresh Asia 2020 in your second booth. Okay, you are the boss and the owner of cature.
Yes.
And this booth, petafresh, is your new venture.
Yeah, this is a new adventure for us, for cares. We have doing this business in pet channel for 6 years. And our main business now is to distribution the overseas brand in China, such as roughware, fish and products from US, and we also have Pets from England. And now we have 6 brands from overseas, and petafresh is our new adventure here.
So, like you just said, you were mainly focusing on imported accessories brand in the past. What brought you to decide to launch your own pet food?
Yeah. Well, you know, people in China loves pets, and the pets business is growing very fast. And care's goal is to make a circle line that takes travel, leash, colors, accessories, and food as well. We want to sell all the products for the pets, and we are now one missing is food, snack or the meal, or yeah, as you know. And we decided to do our own brand is because food from overseas. I'm a fresh food lover. When I go to US, I see a lot of fresh food brands there, such as fresh food for dogs, or I think it's just food for dogs. And there's fresh pet and other brands. And I was like, why we can't make our own brands in China? Because you know, fresh food is really hard to transport to China. So I think maybe it's our chance to do a right thing for the pets, yeah, and for our business as well.
Okay. So you think, okay, because you focus on fresh food,
Yeah.
that's the main reason why
Yes.
you would not work with a foreign brand at this stage.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So maybe can you tell me, are you planning to work on non-fresh food, meaning like cable or freeze-dried or all these other style?
Yeah. For now, we have snacks. As you can see here, we have 10 different snacks here. Some of them are air dried, some of them are freeze dried, and we didn't put any addictions in there. No addictive. Just as you can see, the salmon is salmon meat, and this chicken cube is chicken and vegetables, but you can see very clearly there's vegetables in there. We want to build a brand that Chinese people could trust in this market. Yeah, we want to be the best in China for the food, and also our fresh food is 90% of them. Well, we now have 13 different kinds of fresh food, 6 for cats, 7 for the dogs, and I think 15 of them are non-grain, and non-grain food, and of course 100% natural food. Yeah, no addictive addictions, any of them. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you speak of trust. Yesterday we had a session about pet food, and one of the key topic was the trust of the brand. So it's very interesting. One last question, if you don't mind. So you already are a very important importer of foreign accessories. Now you are launching your own brand in China market. Do you have any plans in becoming an exporter and reaching outside markets?
Yeah, sure. I think that's the goal, and it's a dream for every brand. We want to export to like US or to Europe. I think it's top market there, and if we can sell to there, it means the brand is very successful. And but we don't have a plan for very short term. We are now focusing in Chinese market, and I wish we could planning of that in next 3 or 5 years. Yeah, 3 to 5 years.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello Ken, it's a pleasure for me to be here at the pidan booth at petafresh 2020.
Yeah, thank you.
I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
I think you represent a new generation of Chinese companies in the pet industry for many reasons. And I'd like you to explain me a bit more about this. So I have a first question is pidan in the past few years really has gained a lot of attention in this market but also overseas. What do you think explain the success?
Okay, we are very strong at designing, and we try to explain ourselves in the products and try to make different comparing with the other players in the pet industry. So maybe it's just because we focus on this. We focus on the designing, and we are trying to focus on the explanation of ourselves. So we are not following the trends on the market. We are trying to build up something new. Yeah, that's why I think.
Okay. I believe, but maybe I'm wrong, that you were focusing only on cat products. And
yeah, we are not only focusing on cats.
so maybe tell me a bit more how the company started. Was it like a personal desire to work in the pet industry, or was it business related? You think there was a real potential to grow?
I think like just most of the players or the companies in this industry, we all love our animals and the pets. This is the very first beginning, and yeah, we started from the cat, and we move on and continue to doing something on dogs, and also we are now trying to expand our product line into different animals, like maybe fish, turtles, and birds, and also we are trying to do something for plants. Some, the plants you may have in your home and on your office desks. Yeah, we are trying to do different things and try to make our brand, pidan, will be out of the old image that we are doing only things for the cats and dogs. Yeah, we are trying to build up something very different from the market. Yeah.
So you're actually a lifestyle company?
Yeah, something like that. And we want to get into the lifestyle industry, and also we just want to be a better choice if someone, a human, wants to have some companion in his life. Maybe in your personal home, your house, and your office. Yeah, if you want something, companion with you, and you may think about a brand like pidan to buy something or have another choice. Yeah, we are trying to do that.
Okay. One last question, maybe.
Okay.
About your business in China and overseas. Can you tell me the ratio and share a bit more about your plans for the future outside China?
Okay. China mainland has a very big market, and it's growing very fast. So our business in China and compare with the one in worldwide, maybe 7 to 3. Yeah, and we are starting in China, but we have do our export business in 5 years ago, and now it's the 5th year. Yeah, and we have our business in 9 different countries like Canada, Japan, and Australia, Belgium, and Korea, and some Southeast country. Yeah, we have started in a very long time, and we're now doing so far so good. Yeah, but we are trying to find something, some market very new, just like maybe Brazil or Africa, yeah, and the UAE, something like that. And we want to spread our product to the really worldwide. And we want to know if our products and our designing will be like or not to the different people, yeah, with different culture. Yeah.
Okay, so this year, as we know, it's a very difficult year with maybe less foreign visitors here.
Yeah.
But we hope you will still be here next year so we can meet foreign buyers, right?
Thank you very much.
This is the whole W1 at one of the main entrances of the show, where we can find local brands, local accessories, and on stage where numerous presentations are being done all along the show. I'm today, this morning, in xcho booth, leash manufacturer from Shenzhen, with Emily, who's focusing on export, right?
Nice to meet you, Yanni.
So I would like to tell you to tell me a bit more about your company. What do you do? When did you launch, etc.
First, I'm very honored to have this chance to have this interview with Yannick. And as for our company, Shenzhen xcho Technology Limited was founded in 2015 years, and now I have worked for this company 3 years. And our main products are retractor pet leash and anti-bar collar. Yeah.
Okay. Do you see yourself? Do you see xcho as a manufacturer or more as a brand now?
For abroad, we see ourselves as a manufacturer of the high quality retractable leash manufacturer. But in China, we want to see ourselves as a brand of the leading pet leashes in China as a brand. Yeah.
So you say in China you want to be a brand, but do you think at some point you would like to be a brand also for export?
Yeah, I think a company, especially for our products, want to be a brand all over the world, not like us. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me a bit more in 2020 as a leash manufacturer. What can you do to innovate and to bring your product to the next level?
For the innovation of leash, I think the retractable leash can bring people and the pets more freedom. And our company has our own R&D team. This is our advantages. It can bring young people like me, like the fashionable appearance, yeah, and the safety, more freedom. Yeah, this is the innovations I think the leashes we can bring. Yeah.
Thank you. So tell me a bit more, as a last question, what's the proportion of your business in China and overseas?
Our main business are focused on the export parts. For now, there are over 30 countries for our leashes available in over 30 countries in all around the world.
And now, these 2 years, we are also focusing on the Chinese market, pet market. This is why we here, the pet fair Asia. We want to look for some agents who want to help us promote our own brand, xcho. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. I'm at the Yuanfei booth in the hall E2 together with Don to talk about different of your product lines. Okay. Nice to meet you, Don.
Nice meeting you, Yannick.
Okay. I have 2 or 3 questions to ask you, and I would like to start with that one. Understand a bit more about the beginning and the background of the company.
Okay.
How long have you been active in the pet industry?
Oh, okay. So Wenzhou Yuanfei has been in the industry for over 20 years. We are actually one of the biggest vendor for a lot of like different supermarkets in the States and also in the Europe. So I believe that we are pretty pro in this area.
Thank you. In China, because we are here in Shanghai, can you tell me more about the trends and the different trends and consumer change you noticed in the past few years?
Okay. So like with our life here today, we are like keep improving our lifestyle and stuff. So more and more like young people got pets. So we actually try to do something that's more customizable and more for like different characteristics. And we do like cats and dogs, and we also do like snacks and toys. So pretty much like everything. We want to cover every kind of category.
Okay. So I see your booth today, and I'm wondering, because you say you work with a lot of supermarkets abroad,
Yes.
so you are doing OEM production.
Yes.
Okay. But here what I see in this booth is brands.
Yes.
So tell me more about the difference. What's your business? OEM, manufacturer, and brands.
Okay. So usually like before last year, we do a lot of like OEM business, and we had a lot of like experiences producing different products. Now we want to use those experiences and our technique to do our own brands. That is more for the Chinese local market. Not saying that we are not going to like export or overseas, but right now we are really focusing on like brands for China. That's what we're doing here. So that's why you see like 4 different brands that we own here in China. So we want to start here in China.
Yeah, that's clearly a trend I can notice at the show. Several manufacturers are in this logic of building the brand first in China and maybe go abroad at some point.
Yeah.
So speaking of overseas, can you tell me more about the proportion of your business outside China and here? Is it changing?
Well, I won't say it's changing because our main business is still like doing OEM, more for like as a vendor or a factory for like different brands that's European or Americans. But I do have to say that we had input more into the China market starting from last year. That's when we started our 4 brands, and now we have like 6 different local brands. So you can see the market is growing, and we have like put more stuff and more into the market.
Okay, so maybe one last question, because I see you have lots of pretty nice products in this booth.
Thank you.
And I'm sure, I believe they could be successful abroad. So can we expect you to go abroad with these brands soon?
Yes, of course. Because right now we are actually exporting some of the brands to like countries like Japan or Korea, and even some in Los Angeles. So we are going overseas for sure. But right now the main market is still in China. So we'll see. I guess that's not up to us though. Like different clients, if clients want us to like export them to Europe, we'll do it.
Okay, thank you, Don. Thank you for your
so
time.
much.
Thank you. So some of these new brands, new design, etc., they decide to focus on specific segments. We've seen a bit before few minutes before the hall dedicated to cat products, and this is clearly the trend. So here you see a brand like Cature was launched just 2 or 3 years ago, and decided to focus on cat products because the segment is very fast growing in Chinese market. So we're going to interview the co-founder. Hello, Kelvin.
Hi, Yannick. Hi.
You co-founded Cature just a few years ago.
Yes.
And I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
So it's a rather young brand.
Yes.
You have started this business. I would like to know a bit more what brought you to start this business and what kind of product you focus on.
Okay. So Cature is a very young brand. So we started business in 2017. Our first product is cat litter. So before this company, our company is material company, so to be business. So it's very different from Cature. So we have a very strong skills of the technology of the material. So our cat litter, we input our technology into the cat litter. So it's very interesting. And then in 2018, we changed our direction of the business. We focus on the pet care products, including the cats and the dogs. So we have the serious market product of the oral care product, body care product, and also the calming products. So like the calming spray or something. Yeah, this is our product
Nice.
series. Yes.
So you started the company as with product mainly for cats.
Yes.
Was it a choice because of a personal choice or more like a business-related choice?
So both. I would say both sides. So the first I have a cat. So I would like it would be like my baby, you know. So this is the first side of the discussion, and on the other side, the cats market is booming in China. So it's very. I mean the pets, the whole marketing of the pets is booming in China. It's about the CAGR will be the 20% per year. The cat market is around 40% per year. So also the income of the Chinese people, they make more money, and so they have they want to have some pets to cure their some of the, you know, like
To take care of their pets.
yeah. So I would say both of the sides, like we love pets. Also, this is a good market.
Okay. One last question before leaving you back to work. Can you tell me more about the proportion of your sales and your business in China and overseas?
Yeah, the proportion of our sales is around 20% of the sales will be overseas sales market. So the 80% will be in China. It's in China. The online market, the online sales will be the 40%. The other 40% is the offline sales. So it's our channel is all kinds of channels. So we would invest to the different channel. So in China, it's very different from the overseas. Like if we sell to some other countries, our products will be the cat litter series, because like some food or some like oral care products is not to accepted by the foreign clients.
Mainly for the local market.
Yeah, mainly for the local markets. So in the future, we will invest more money to the online sales. So maybe in this year we will be double our sales in China. Yeah.
All right, thank you for your time.
Okay,
Have a
thank
good
you,
show.
Yannick. Yeah,
Bye bye.
yeah, yeah.
Hello, Daniel.
Hello, how's it going?
It's a pleasure for me to be here at the myfoodie booth. I know you are being very busy during the whole show, so I will be very quick. I have 3 questions for you.
Sure.
Okay. So first, I mean, myfoodie is one of the fastest growing brand in China. I mean, really impressive in the past few years. I would like you to tell me, how did you make it happen?
So I think the success of the company contributes to 2 key reasons. The first one is people and our love to the pets. So that reflects into our businesses. We put the quality as the first priority when we make every decision. And secondly, we build the direct relationship with our consumers to understand what they need and study the pets and to understand what they need as well. So that comes to our innovation. So we continuously invest in our R&D and innovate the best product for the China market. So those together, we believe, contribute to our current success.
Okay. So I think, yeah, your brand probably is one of the closest to the market in terms of understanding. So how do you deal with the changing habits and changing consumer habits in terms of pet food?
Yeah, and as I mentioned, so our love to the pets is always the key thing for us to remember, and also that's why we consider our consumers as pet lovers. So, and especially we found that for the Generation Z, they take the pets as a part of their family. So then, actually, to answer your question, when we look into the consumers' insights, everything, we found a very consistent requirement from the market is they are looking for the best product, the best nutrition or best quality for the small member of their family. So we keep that in mind, and then we develop everything around it. So that's how we capture all the trends and all the nutrition needs in the market. And even the market is changing, but our product is always surrounded by all those ideas.
Okay. One last question about export. I would like to understand, because now you build your brand in a very strong way in Chinese market. I would like to understand the current proportion of your business overseas compared to China and your plans regarding overseas.
Sure. Right now is about 40% of our business are overseas, and we started our company as a key OEM for international brands. So that's why we always take the quality as the first priority. And over the last decades, we built our brands and we established myfoodie in 2014-ish. So, and over time, we continued the expansion over the overseas, especially in Asia, South Asia. We established our Thailand factory in 2016, and this year in March, we commissioned the second factory in Thailand to meet our consumers and customers' needs.
One question that was not in my list, but so you build factories in Thailand, but so this is still for the OEM part, I guess.
Actually, yes. The Thailand factory mainly for our cooperation with the international brands for overseas business.
So, do you have plans to sell myfoodie as a brand, finished products under your own brand name overseas and export under your brand?
Yes, we are working. We believe the next step for the myfoodie brand is to reach out to the international consumers, and that is on our plan right now.
Okay, thank you, Daniel. Sure. Thank you very much. This was the second day at petafresh xcho 2020. We've been visiting a few of the recently fast-growing Chinese brands. We could have shown much more. Of course, there is 2,000 exhibitors at the show this year, but I think they are representative of what's happening in China nowadays. Yeah, I think people have to come here to see what's changing. China is really definitely not just a manufacturing place anymore, but really starting to improve and build brands. As you heard from some of our speakers, some of them are still focusing on China as a market to build their brands, but we can expect them to be willing to export and reach foreign market in the future.